Here we are in the great state of Colorado.
Welcome to Colorado.
Hey, Shay.
Land of where everybody says you gotta go high to find the elk.
Oh, way up there?
But we're here to prove them wrong.
Oh, okay.
We are here to find lowland elk and prove to everybody on the internet and all the locals that you can find elk lower than 8,000 feet. I've got proof.
He's got proof, but we're gonna record it.
We're gonna see if we can get one on the ground, then we got real proof.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can find tonight.
Yeah.
The cool little western town out there. I don't know, Shane thinks it may be a movie set or something, but pretty cool. Very cool.
Well, day one for Matt in the evening. We're getting ready to sound off his first bugle. We got a beautiful backdrop here. Alright, let it rip. We got a responder. Good job.
Well, it's day 2 of the hunt for me, and day, 6 for you?
Yeah, well, I'm starting over. It's really day one
Okay,
now because
day one.
now I've got the bone hunter Outdoorsman with me. So
Yeah. He was just playing around before. Now
right.
it's serious.
Looking around. Now the real hunting can begin.
Yeah, we got a little Bang Energy. Yeah, they paid me to put that on there, so. Oatmeal, banana, toothpaste. Starting the morning off right.
Yeah, check out this nice luxury room. That's a
Oh yeah.
suite right there.
We're not rocking the camper this time. We're using Shane's invention. So, got up 4:30 this morning.
Hot.
It's 93 degrees out, and Shane was concerned about us freezing last night. So, looks like
we're back in New Mexico, Arizona.
Yeah, it might be in Arizona. I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go shoot them this morning. Either way, don't care what the temperature is.
Right.
All right, over and out.
One.
Well, we got a day one rookie move on both of our parts.
Yeah. Left the tailgate.
Left the tailgate open, coming up this nasty road, and heard a clunk, and was like, "Did you shut the tailgate?" No, did you? And my pack, my boat case, ice chest,
trash,
everything is down this nasty road. So we're going back to try to pick everything up.
There's two. He's coming this way. He's moving. Still down. It's just deer. Just deer shaking. I saw like the white butt. I was like, oh crap, what is that?
Well, we've been chasing that bull around, and he's got quite a few gals with him, but he jumped the fence over on the private side. He's probably 150 yards or so on the private side of the fence, so he's staying close. He's still bugling here and there, but and it's getting later in the morning, so we may stick with him, just try to see where he beds for the day. Maybe make a plan for him this evening, so we'll see. This seems like a decent sized bull, so more than okay with what we're happy with. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
Let's
Quick lowdown. What happened this morning?
All right, morning number 1 for you. Morning number 6 for me.
I thought it didn't count.
Well, it's true.
It's number 1 now.
I'm keeping. Yeah, we should just start over. It's number 1. Morning number 1. Let's edit. Number 1. Well, it started off a little bumpy. I forgot to put the tailgate down on the truck.
I did too, so.
Lost all our gear, so I had to go around, pick all our gear up bit by bit. But made it up to the mountain just in time for sunrise, and here's some bugles.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We got a little bit of footage of at least one bull, but unfortunately, you saw it wasn't the best, so.
Yeah, but it's Colorado bull. Saw some cows, saw maybe another bull, smaller one, and heard several more bugles. So we were in elk. Unfortunate part was they were on the outside of huntable public land, so we were trying to draw them back into public land, which we had little success today. But we're going to come up with a plan, see if we can call them and get them back on the public and shoot them before they get back to private.
Yep.
Somehow. That's the
Somehow.
Yeah.
Yep, and there's all Shane's clothes drying.
Yeah, I got my chonies drying. Socks.
So we're going to get a quick bite, come up with a game plan for the afternoon, and hit it again.
Yep.
Over and out. Pretty cool spot here in Colorado. Went and looked for a new spot up high and ran into some other camps, so we're going to go back down to where we know there's elk.
She was a little late when crossing. They got Kirby there. Shane, what just happened?
I didn't trust my rangefinder, which caused me to miss a huge black bear. Lined up broadside, apparently 22 yards from me in the dark timber. It looked like 30, 35 yards. I kept ranging, and this thing is cheap. Always gives me trouble, so I didn't trust it. So I thought I'd use my mind, and I shot right over the top of it.
This is a big bear, and he gave it a good haircut.
Yeah, I learn to trust my equipment, or have equipment you can trust. Not try to rely on myself.
That was the second bear we saw back to back. One bear crossed in front of us. I actually walked up on it about 10 yards, jumped him up out of his bed.
That couldn't have been a more perfect setup for an archery bear. It was perfect. Just blew it because I didn't trust the rangefinder. But if I would have trusted it, he'd stood there long enough, it would be on the ground now. And on top of that, not only did I miss, broken arrow, makes me mad.
He ain't gonna
redemption.
miss. He ain't gonna miss next time. But very exciting afternoon of day 2.
Yeah, third bear we've seen. We've seen more bear than bulls.
Yeah, I should have bought a bear tag. All right.
It's morning of day 3. We got a bull bugling in private again in a new area. So, see if we can't call him into the public land. Matt just shot his first grouse. 26 yards. Ah, sweet. I got him up there in the tree. Out of the trees, down on the ground with a broadhead. I just dropped. You eating grouse for dinner? Yeah. Sweet. My first grouse. With a bow. Pretty awesome. Yeah. Shot him in the back of the neck. Pretty cool.
Tasty.
We're gonna eat him tonight.
Well, headed back to the truck. Sat on that watering hole for 10 hours all day and ran into, well, had 3 different hunters walk up onto me while I was trying to hunt. And so who knows if that had something to do with my success today, but that's over-the-counter Colorado for you. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. What I'd do to own that piece of property. It's like straight out of Yellowstone, the TV show. Crazy.
Turn off here.
What's up, guys? It's day 3. There's Shane.
Hola.
We're going to a new spot, even though we're leaving elk to find elk, so never do that. But we did find a few, well, found a bugling bull, what was it, like 9 o'clock at night last night, so yeah. He was bugling, rutting hard, so we got up a little extra early this morning because we've got like a 2-hour drive to get there, so we'll see. We'll see if we can get there. It's a long ways. It's like, I don't know, 2,500 feet above the road, so, but unfortunately it's just pretty much straight up. So,
Bunch of switchbacks.
yeah. So anyway, the only way to drive up there is about a 2-hour drive, so we're gonna go see what it's all about. Any words of wisdom, Shane?
Oh, I'm all blank today. I haven't had my bang yet.
No wisdom today.
No wisdom today.
It's a bone hunter update. There's Shane. And we went took us about 2.5 hours driving to get to the spot. And it was only, what, 40 miles total?
Yeah.
Maybe 40 miles. It took us
Maybe
2.5
a
hours.
quarter mile from the road. Maybe half a mile, maybe, from where we parked Matt's truck, but about 2,000 feet down.
Yeah, so we had to do a huge roundabout to get here. But the bull that I heard last night when we were calling the wives was just on top of this ridge. And we bugled for, it was a 17-mile stretch. That's what we were on. And we bugled here and there, didn't hear a single thing until we got to the very, very end of the road. And went back in there, and sure enough, there was the one bull bugled back at us, and it seemed like he didn't have any cows. He was fired up. We couldn't even get ahead of him. We were trying to get down the side of the cliff, basically, to get down to him, and he kept closing the gap. So finally, we hunkered down and called, and we both got to actually barely see him through the brush, super thick, and very mature bull. Had good fronts. I could see his fronts and a little bit of his tail end, but he was definitely a mature bull. And alone, which has been the first for us, and away from any private property, so that was exciting. Anyway, he came up about, what, 30 yards from you?
Yeah, it was just too thick.
Yeah, about
Just
30
saw
yards
bits and
from
pieces
him,
of it.
and he was just coming in hot, bugling, and everything everybody wants to have in an elk hunt. And got quiet, he got close, and he ended up kind of leaving Shane's direct vision, kind of came into mine, and I was just sitting back trying to call and stuff. But yeah, he kind of worked his way close to me, got suspicious, kind of worked his way sideways because we weren't coming to him at all, and we didn't have a clear enough shot to make it. And I saw him about 30, 35 yards or so away through the thick, and had an opening, but he just never walked in it. So anyway, he kind of slowly moved on, got quiet, and was leery, and we kept calling, and couldn't get him to come back. So we backed out so we wouldn't booger him too much. Our wind was perfect. It was consistent. The sun was just starting to hit the side of the hill, so we knew the thermals were coming up, and we're going to continue to come up, and he couldn't catch our scent, even though he was right there. So anyway, everything was a lot of fun. Basically, we got to do everything that everybody hopes to do, except for fling an arrow.
Yeah,
So
that was what we want right there. If we can duplicate that a couple more times, maybe we'll get an opportunity.
yeah, I was trying to film it, but all of a sudden the bull started coming to me. So next time I'll film it. So
very exciting.
All right, we'll see what the rest of the morning brings. Any words of wisdom? Every time you ask that, he freezes.
Stage fright.
Stage fright. All right, over and out.
Alright, it's morning of day 4. We're going after Mr. Wise. Shane went one way, I went the other, and we're gonna see if we can't get around him and get a shot off. So we'll see what happens this morning.
So, I figured out why that elk was booking it down toward my direction. That's because Shane came in from the other access point and ran into 7 hunters. 7 hunters in this small little area. So, needless to say, we're moving out of this area and we'll probably go to some higher country, so we'll see what it'll bring. Turkeys. Nice.
Road.
Holy cow, look at the moose. That's crazy.
Big bull moose.
That's awesome.
Came out of the bog there. Spooked me back to the truck.
Nice looking moose. There's his lady.
He was taking a bath.
Awesome.
What's up, guys? It is day 5 and we got Shane here.
Yo.
We're going at him again from a new area. We're basically starting from scratch, starting over, trying a new spot, gonna hike off into the wilderness and hope that we can hear something bugle.
Yeah, we have heard no bugles from the spot, never been to this spot, know nothing about the spot except we saw it on the Onyx. So picked the spot on the map basically.
Yeah, so we'll see what comes of it. We're gonna hike back about 2 miles and then we get into the wilderness and then we'll just keep bugling and calling until we get something to respond. So hope there's bulls back there.
Yeah.
Ready to play.
It's so easy to sleep in today, but
yeah.
we're going at them. Don't want to give them a break. Perseverance.
Perseverance. So 4 o'clock every morning is getting kind of old, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right.
So Shane, any words of wisdom?
In order to succeed, you must not be afraid to fail.
Ooh, that was pretty wise. He's been thinking about that.
Took me a week to think of that.
All right.
It's too dark. There we go. So, hey Shane, say something positive.
Hey, we got a nice morning hiking. Beautiful country here in the mountains. Aspens are blooming, yellow. We got to talk to a local. Told us a lot of good intel.
Say Shane's just so positive. He can see the light and everything. While the actual situation that occurred was we made it about halfway down the road before the road got too bad for the truck to make it through. So we had to stop and we had to hike miles up the road just to get to where we wanted to start hiking. And then turns out there's a camp further up the ridge that we didn't even make it to because it was all uphill and all climbing. So it was a bit of a bust. Didn't hear a single bugle or cow call or nothing. And we are headed back to the truck. So we will, I'll probably be sitting water, not gonna lie. A little midday lunch. Ooh, Shane's got him something real tasty.
Split pea and ham on a cold afternoon.
Yeah.
Warms the soul.
We're in this Shane's kettle corn trailer that we're sleeping in. And we're tucked away in this little canyon on the north facing side, so it stays cold here all the time. And that is grouse?
Grouse.
This is grouse. So start looks like a dove breast. So we're cooking it up. We'll go try it out. Well, here it is, folks. Grouse. There's a slice for Shane.
Yep.
There's a slice for me. And here it is.
Tastes like chicken.
It's pretty good. Tastes like chicken.
Yep.
No pungent taste. Very,
Very chickeny.
very much like chicken.
Mm-hmm.
A whole lot like chicken.
Yeah. Exactly like chicken.
It's good.
Yeah.
I'll hunt grouse anytime. For the meat. Back at the old watering hole. Hopefully with these high temperatures something will come in to cool off. Well guys, I'm sick to my stomach right now. The bull we've been chasing most of this trip, I just missed him at 40 yards. I've been chasing him for miles and miles and miles. He's been bugling and everything. And he came in quiet. He came in quiet right where I wanted him to come in. 40 yards, drew back. He saw me. He was just staring at me. Put it behind his shoulder. And I just missed. I don't know if I was shaking too much or what, but I've never missed an animal. And when I've worked that hard to try to get and to have him fall into my lap so perfectly, I just blew it. So I can't believe it. Exciting and oh man, I can't believe I missed him. Well, I'm just gonna sit here until dark and then walk back. So I'll be back here in the morning. I doubt he'll ever come back, but we'll see what happens. Day 6. Morning of day 6. There's already hunters here. Well, sat this water for 14 hours. About to call it a day. Yeah, right off the road. There's mountain goats. Cool. Well guys, that concludes my 2020 Colorado elk hunt. I left Shane out there, so he's got a few more days to get it done, but yeah, it was a great time and got some really cool experiences. Got to chase bugling bulls, got to call in a bugling bull. I didn't get good footage of that, but you know, got opportunities at bears, got to shoot my first grouse, and unfortunately had an opportunity at I guess it would have been a 6x6 bull, but you know, he had broken off one side, so he had 6 on one side just barely, and I missed my shot. So you can't ask for much more out of Colorado. A lot of hunting pressure. That particular bull actually had 2 days before had 8 hunters trying to hunt that bull, so I feel a little honored to gotten an opportunity to shoot it. So but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wish the ice chests were full, but what can you do? It's hunting. So we'll see you next time.